If your turkey doesn't turn out just right this Thanksgiving, or if the gift you ordered won't get here in time for the Christmas party, our hope is that this next topic will help you keep calm during the sometimes hectic holidays. I've asked my next guest to share ways we can stay present amidst the busyness. It's a skill that's always important, but especially, I think, needed this time of year. Life coach Tiffany Peterson is joining me. Great to see you, friend.
Hi, friend.
We were just saying this is a needed topic, I think, for everyone. No matter where you are at on the stress scale, things seem to kind of bubble over this time of year.
Yeah, when we were talking about let's do this topic, I'm like, this topic's for me. So thank you for indulging us that conversation.
Well, when we think about living in the present, and I hate to say this because mindfulness is so important, but it almost feels like, Tiff, it's starting to become a cliche, like live in the present.
It's so true. It's becoming cliche, and it's cliche for a reason, because it's one of those like practices to come back to over and over and over again. And for me, that's how I like to frame this topic, is how do we practice it? I don't get it perfect. No one's going to get it perfect.
Yeah.
You're going to have moments of stress in this season no matter what, but hopefully we can create more intentionally a season that's full of more of the good and the joy and the richness that you may want.
Recognizing, though, that it's an ongoing work, I think, almost puts you at ease in a sense. Like, this isn't going away.
Takes the pressure off.
Yeah, the pressure's off for sure. You say the first thing we need in order to approach this holiday season mindfully is a clear vision.
Is just dropping back into, for yourself, even asking the questions like, what do we want to feel more of this holiday season? For myself, my family, in our home, what do we value the most? What is the experiences, the sights, sounds, stories, the gifts, the service that we want to create? The more that we come from leading from our own vision, because there will not be a shortage of many opportunities, many gatherings, many activities, all the bright, shiny objects. Oh, we should all do the things. And so the more that you get clear on your vision, like what's right for my family, and what do we value most, that vision will lead us to make better decisions. Better
decisions, and even, I think, to soak up what we seek in the decisions we make. For example, if I'm at this party and I have a vision of what I want out of the holiday season as a whole, I'm going to be able to look for those moments or draw out those connections and leave feeling like I checked that personal box.
So you're gonna get more of what you want when you have clear vision, because rather than just running into it like at happenstance and whatever and being pulled a million directions, you're clear, and the more clear you are, it's easier to say yes, and the more clear you are, it's also easier to say no when it isn't a yes, and not having to say no with any other intention than, hey, we're just really clear on what we are creating this season.
This is a season, you say, to embrace the ideology and the mantra that less is more.
I know, and it might sound funny because
sounds counteractive.
I know, and here's the thing: I love the holidays. I am the holiday nut who has holiday bedding, right? Like I'm that girl.
I stopped at TJ Maxx yesterday and paused at the end cap way too long. Like, do we all need holiday bedding?
Yes, I am her, and so I do. I love the holiday baking and the wrapping and the going and the concerts and the music and all of it.
Yeah.
And I also need time in my pajamas on the couch and just resting, or at my yoga class, or time to just chill out, right? And so less is more, where to your point, exactly what you said already, is that way you can really savor your experience. You're more in the party that you're at, or the gingerbread making with the kiddos, or the caroling, or watching a movie or a Christmas book. You're doing the things that for you are really fulfilling. And so not having to say, oh, we've got to do it all, is less might be more for you in this season.
We're going to nourish our self-care this season, not let it slip away.
Yeah, I mean, you know I'm going to plug self-care, right?
How did I
it's just like, if you know me, we know we're going to talk about self-care. But sincerely, it's a season where people tend to be going more hustle and bustle. We often talk about the flu season right after the holidays. Well, it's because we're exhausted and all the foods we're eating, all the things. And so definitely our self-care, right? We're taking time to prioritize rest, our hydration, we're getting, you know, our movement in, or we're doing the things where we're giving our bodies the ability to be filled up with the good too. So then we can do the more.
Yeah, so it can sustain with us throughout this joyous season.
Right.
And finally, unplug.
Yeah, unplug.
I like this.
I love, again, all the stuff, but the noise takes over. And so there's the quote that goes around sometimes that says, most things work better if you unplug them for a little while. And so giving ourselves permission too, that you unplug from some of your technology or the things that are bringing a lot of noise, is even sitting, imagine like in front of a Christmas tree without technology, without the music even, without a movie on, and it's just presence. And we're like, the magic of those little lights, and just time to even think. right? And just to be with it is to give ourselves, to me, that's some of the magic of the holidays, are those little quiet moments too.
Well said, sister.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So good to see you.
Where can we get more spark from you?
TiffanySpeaks.com is my main website, or Instagram is Tiff Peterson.
Happy holidays.
Thanks, you too,
Thanks
friend.
for kicking us off right.